do we got? My thoughts on tattoos by the Odd Ones Out. Dude, I love the Odd Ones Out, not gonna lie.
I've discovered. If you're meeting someone new and you want to get to know them better, and you see any semblance of a tattoo peeking out of their sleeve, compliment it. If that person doesn't want to talk about their tattoos, they'll say, "Oh, thank
Mine
you."
definitely peeks out.
Anyway, this is my stop. But if they do
I gotta
want to
get it
talk
finished,
about their
though. Don't
tattoos,
judge me.
their face will light up and then they'll do the rest of the talking. I realize
True.
that by giving you this advice, now anytime I compliment someone else's tattoos, it will seem disingenuous, but it's not most of the time.
Most
I
of the
love
time.
all of your tattoos. That's right, I'm talking to you. I love your
Bro, we need a
tattoos, dude.
Halls.
Whether it's how you got the tattoo, the meaning behind the tattoo, or being a tattoo of something you like, every tattoo is a story. And most people
Brother, what are these? Hold up. We're about to judge. Are these... Like, does he know these people, I wonder? That looks sick. I don't know what that is. It looks like a wolf, but also like a snake. Dope bunnies, that's cool. This guy, that's cool too. That looks sick. That looks like one of those biblically accurate angels. That I don't know, but it's cool. That's just cute. That needs to be retouched, that's for sure. And that just looks cool. That looks like it needs to be done
is
up.
a story. And most people love telling stories about themselves. I wouldn't know anything about that personally. I never understood why some people liked talking about their tattoos until I got one of my own. What, you think I'm gonna make a whole video about tattoos when I didn't even have any? That's right, I'm a marked man, Mom. What are you gonna do about it? Stop unconditionally loving me? Yeah,
Bro, I
right.
wonder what kind of tattoo
Wait, what are
he
you
got?
doing with
What kind of tattoo you think he got, bro? You think it was like something about his YouTube channel? Maybe.
that cheese
Like
grater?
a little animation drawing or something? That'd be cool.
Okay, but in all seriousness, can you make sure Grandma doesn't see this video, Mom? I don't want to upset her on the way out. Back in the day, tattoos used to be a symbol of rebellion and meant you couldn't get a job. No regrets, baby!
Hell
But I feel
yeah.
like tattoos are getting more and more accepted, if not expected. I'll see a jacked bald guy covered in tattoos and think, okay, yeah, he was meant to look like that. For me, the idea of being a badass tattooed guy with a sketch pad and a beanie and ripped jeans and a beaded bracelet always seemed cool to me. But
Sick.
like most people, when it came to tattoos, I had reservations.
No regrets.
Ooh, this is gonna be on my body forever? What if I hate it? I had an idea once of getting these 5 magic...
I thought about that too. And I've only gotten one that I like don't really like that much. But I'll turn it into something I like, so I don't really care. So it's not that much of an issue. But I will say, definitely think through shit. Have a plan. If you don't, well, fuck it. Who cares? I mean, do what you want.
the Gathering symbols tattooed on my forearm. I even dotted them out in Sharpie once just to give them a test drive. But I ultimately decided not to get them because I was worried in 5 years I would go, oh, these? I was really into Magic the Gathering in my 20s. Not anymore, though, so now every morning I wake up with impending feelings of shame and remorse that I even decided to get this thing. And I didn't want that to happen, even though I've been playing Magic for over 15 years, and it means a lot to me, and I'm going to be buried with my sliver deck, and... Alright, maybe I should just get it. Even though
Probably should.
people know that tattoos are permanent, there are still way more bad tattoos than there should be.
Oh,
One
yeah.
time I saw this picture of someone's tattoo on a bad tattoo subreddit, and I thought it'd be funny to prank my family group chat by photoshopping that tattoo onto my arm. And then I thought it'd be funny to post that picture onto Instagram. I didn't think anyone would fall for this poor excuse of a Photoshop.
Bro, why is it not letting me pause the video? Like, what is going on? Not gonna lie, that looks good. Better at Photoshop than I am. Like, dude, that looks so bad. Like, why would you get a meme? Like, bro, they're getting Facebook mom memes tattooed, bro.
Job, but then the internet and my family proved me wrong. Immediately, I started getting phone calls from my parents, and even my book agent rang me up and was like, did you actually get that tattoo? No, it's not a real tattoo. I mean, it is a real tattoo, but it's on someone else's body. That's their cross to bear.
Yeah,
I
it
can
is.
only imagine what that person's family and book agent went through. My parents were not supportive of me getting tattoos. But whose are, am I right? Some people.
My mom didn't really care, to be honest. She has a couple of her own. They're little small ones that you don't really ever even see, like on her leg and shit. Typical women, you know. And but yeah, I don't. She didn't really care. She's shocked every time I get one, just because she's a mom. But she don't care, bro. For the most part, she thinks some of them are stupid because she doesn't understand them. Like the guts one, she doesn't. She doesn't understand. She doesn't understand the hand tattoo. The you know, she. It is what it is. But yeah, I do plan on getting the rest of the hand done. Like I got the arm done a little bit. I'm gonna get the whole thing done eventually, but gotta get the hand done. Gonna finish that. I don't know what I want to do for the rest of the hand though. I don't know if I want it going into my fingers or not. That's something I'm gonna figure out. But I'm hoping to get an artist that can like kind of go over it with me and sort of like guide me. Not necessarily guide me, but like throw out some ideas. Somebody who's a little more creative than I am. I kind of lost my creative bug. Not gonna lie. I feel like I have my moments, and then other times I'm just flash banged.
Like my parents, say that your body is like
But
a temple, and getting tattoos is like putting
room
graffiti on it. Which, sure,
doesn't look
okay,
bad.
that's why I paid a professional graffiti artist to paint my temple exactly how I wanted. Also,
Exactly.
you can't tell me
Like a temple, bro. Do you want just some like lame ass temple, bro? No, you want a sick ass looking temple. Like a graffiti temple, as long as the person doing the graffiti is really good. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Like churches, bro. You look at churches over, not necessarily in America, because some of our churches are kind of eh. But dude, you go to like Europe, you see some of the crazy Gothic churches, bro. Those look sick as hell. Are those just plain Jane ass churches? Are they just gray, made out of fucking wood? No, they're badass. Okay.
not to deform my body when that's exactly what you did before I was even 24 hours old. Also,
Bro, circumcised gang, throw it up. Pull out your skin. If you have it in a baggie or something, I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know where mine is. They took it. I'm never getting it back. Do you think like it's still out there somewhere? Like it could be out there theoretically. I don't think it could decompose, right? Oh, they probably burn them. They might burn them. I don't know.
Jesus had piercings, and he loved showing them off to his buddies, so I think he'd be chill with a little
Okay.
tattoo. After much thought and deliberation, I finally settled on what my first tattoo would be. This was going to be permanently inked onto my
Oh,
body
boy.
for the rest of my life. I got a tattoo. In Courier
Brother,
New. Luckily, the artist was able to
what are we doing? What are we doing? I respect it. I fuck with it, but what are we doing?
finish this in one session. It took quite a while, almost
Yeah.
5 whole minutes.
Yep.
Now let me explain why I got it. It was so that if anyone ever asked me, do you have any tattoos?
Yep.
I could go, why, yes, I do. And then roll up my sleeve, and then I'd go,
And he was worried about the magic growing out of the magic thing, but he got a tattoo purely for the meme. Purely for the meme.
ha, ha, ha. When I showed off my tattoo on Jaden's Streamathon, there was one comment that
Brother.
said, James having tattoo actually tattooed onto him is exactly the kind of tattoo I expected James to have. And that made me
Exactly.
feel really good because that meant the tattoo fit my vibe. And the second reason
Well,
I
it
got
fits.
the tattoo was because I wanted to rebel. Since tattoos were frowned upon growing up, I wanted to have one just to have one. So I got a tattoo with no meaning whatsoever, which, in a
Nice.
way, is the meaning. Even though the tattoo was small and usually covered up by my sleeve, I still felt anxious about getting it. And I continued to feel that way for about a week after I got it.
You definitely do. Like even like the tattoos I get now, I still feel like you just feel a certain way for like at least the healing process kind of. it kind of wore out a little sooner than like my first tattoo. But you definitely every time you get that little like you get that little like that little tattoo anxiety. It hits you a little bit for like the first couple days at least.
It was a jump scare every time I saw it in the mirror, and I would
Yep.
look at it closely and go, yep, that's really in there.
Mm-hmm.
I sure hope I don't regret this. But then, after some time, the tattoo just became a part of me. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't look in the mirror and go, yep, there's James and tattoo. I would go, yep, there's James. Full stop.
Yeah, a lot of the times now, like I don't even remember that I have like some like the one on my shoulder, I forget about it all the time. I forget that I have another one on my other shoulder. I gotta get that fixed though. I have the fucking Totoro on my leg. I always remember that because I always see it, especially in the morning. I see it, but it's just like you don't even think about it. Like you don't even think that you have tattoos. Sometimes, like you're out and like somebody mentions them, just don't really, you just don't even think about it. But that's good.
And
Yeah.
from that day on, I loved giving people advice on tattoos. As a marked
Yeah.
man myself, I think you should absolutely get that Shadow the Hedgehog full back
That's
piece.
sick.
YOLO, remember? What?
I'd get that.
You're worried that it's going to look bad when you're 70? Yeah, it's going to look bad when you're 70. You're 70.
Nah.
Don't think about how bad.
Dude, when you're 70 and you have a fucking shadow tattoo, you're a badass. You're the coolest motherfucker in the nursing home. No diff. No doubt. Shadow. I'm about to go get a shadow tattoo right now. I fucking love shadow.
Bad it's going to look.
Or who's
Think
that?
about how
Who's that silver motherfucker? He's cool too.
much you're going to enjoy it from now to when you're 69. I've known people
Yep.
my age who still hide their tattoos from their parents, but like the honest prodigal
fuck
son that I
that.
am, I wasn't going to be doing that. But the next time I visited my parents, I walked into their house, and the very first thing my mom said to me was, "Do you have any tattoos?"
Uh-oh.
She beat me to the punch. What? Why would you ask that?
It's almost like
Because
you're all over the
last
internet.
night, I had a dream that you came home and were covered in tattoos. So, which one of you incepted my mom? God? I said, are
Mhm.
all tattoos bad? Yes, all of them are bad. Even
No.
this one. And I rolled up my sleeve and revealed my massive tat. And her reaction was, ah. Well, it's not the worst word to have permanently inked on your body. Later on, she
True.
said, if you go to a Star Wars party, you could change it to Tatooine. So, I think she took it pretty goodly. Now, some of
Not
you
gonna lie,
might be
that's
thinking
W
that my
play.
epic sleeve of a tattoo isn't that big a deal. It's tiny and can only be seen if I'm swimming or boxing or wearing a tank top. But you see, after getting
I love it.
tattooed, I experienced what people in the tattooing business call catching the bug. After
Yup.
seeing how much I liked my first tattoo
Oh, yeah.
and knowing that I could
Dude, it really is though. I want so many more. I got the first one and I just was itching to get another one. And then like, oh man, and the periods between you getting them starts to get shorter and shorter. You just want more and more and more. But like by the time I'm 60, I'm not gonna be able to get any more because I'm gonna be fully covered and I don't want to do that. So I gotta take my time. And it's just and the money that goes into it, it's just you got to save up your money. You got to make sure you get a good artist, the right tattoos. Do you want to stick with the same artist? Do you want to do different artists? You know, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. Do you want a different style? Do you want to do traditional, color, black and white? Fucking Americana. Do you want to do like some Japanese style? Because I kind of want to get a little bit of a Japanese style. Like a black and white Japanese style would be nice. I don't know what to get though. Yeah.
handle having a tattoo, I was ready to get something
Even though
badass.
Berserk is
I set up a
Japanese,
big boy
but-
tattoo appointment with an artist I liked, and when I was in the tattoo shop, the
Oh,
artist
we got
asked,
another one?
"Is this your first tattoo?" "Is this my first tattoo?" No, sweetheart. I think I know a thing or two about tattoos. So, without
Then you
further
sit there
ado,
for 4 hours.
I would like to
Yep.
debut this out of the blue tattoo.
No way, is that real? Hold up. Fucking pause, motherfucker, pause.
You know, from The Dark Crystal, the Jim Henson 80s puppet movie that I did a video on it years ago. Now I have the best character permanently.
There we go. Oh no, that took a little time. That probably took a solid 4 hours. At least 4 to 5 hours. I like it though. It looks sick. That looks sick. I wonder if he's gonna get the rest like all down his arm and shit. Oh, that looks nice.
Inked onto my skin forever and ever. That movie
like
will
that.
always hold a special place in my heart, and now it'll hold a special place under my skin. And now, whenever I show someone the Chamberlain, we end up talking about the Dark Crystal, which is great because that's
Hell
what I
yeah.
wanted to talk about anyways. I think I just discovered an autistic conversational cheat code. When I was getting it done, the artist asked me if there were any other tattoos that I wanted to get, and I said, why, yes I do. I wanted to get the
Can you get
computer
more?
from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, because I also love that series, and because I'm a computery guy. And I didn't realize until
computery
as
guy.
I was explaining it to the artist that both of these characters are puppets. So I don't know what that says about my psyche. I never thought that I liked
I don't know,
puppets
bro.
that much, but if anyone wants to psychoanalyze me in the comments, that'd be great. And
That'd be great.
speaking of YouTube comments, I know a lot of people are going to bring this up, so I'm just going to address it right now. You probably noticed that Chamberlain isn't holding his iconic triangle scepter. Yeah, I already know that.
I have
That's
no
because
idea.
he's holding the Emperor's scepter. It's like my own little headcanon. He got to be the Emperor because he's cool and awesome and come on, Dark Crystal fans. You think I don't know my lore? I didn't get the wrong scepter or anything. You think I'd get something wrong about the Dark Crystal? Okay, you want to
Did
know
he
what
really,
happened?
though?
I own a Chamberlain statue because, of course, I do, and I took pictures of it to send as a reference image to the artist, and I totally forgot that I accidentally broke off his triangle scepter, and now, because of that, he's holding an entirely different scepter on the tattoo. But you know what? I don't care. This one's better. It's a more clear silhouette. Now, this time when I went to show my parents the tattoo, I don't know
They're probably pissed
exactly
now.
what I was hoping for, but I wanted to see some dramatic pearl clutching. You know, just some real disappointment. Chamberlain had to be split up into 2 sessions, and I only got one done when I went to Arizona for a wedding. I saw my mom, and she didn't immediately ask me if I had any more tattoos. God didn't tattle on me this time. I told her, Mom, I gotta tell you something, privately.
You told
What is
her?
it? I need you to keep a secret from Grandma. Okay. I'm serious. Grandma can't find out about this. Okay. Look, it's Chamberlain. And I showed her the unfinished tattoo, and
Why
she
would you
went,
show it to her if it's unfinished?
do you even like the Dark Crystal that much? I mean, yeah, the plot's kind of mid, but it's a cool world. Why were you more upset about my
Bro.
fake Baby Yoda tattoo than my real Dark Crystal tattoo? She didn't care, and neither did my dad. And you know what? I actually showed my grandma too, and she liked it. I can't make these people
Sick.
mad no matter what I do. One of my cousins is a tattoo artist, and
damn.
I was talking to him about tattoos, and my mom said, oh, you should get your cousin to finish it. And even he said, do not do that. Speaking of tattoo advice,
Damn.
if you're thinking about getting a tattoo,
Wonder what kind of tattoo
I
artist
think
he is.
you should wait. Obviously, it's your body, your choice, but with the minimum age of tattoos being 18 and in some states 16 with parents' permission,
Yeah.
I just can't imagine being happy with any tattoos 16-year-old James could think of. All I'm saying
Definitely
is
not.
that I'm glad I waited and gave myself time to really know if this is what I wanted. And it was. I know you're young and you want to look as hardcore as possible, but
True.
you can still get a tattoo when you're like 23 and it'll look good. Trust me. No
Mhm.
matter what tattoo you get, it's a way to express outwardly to the world what you like, what you want to remember, and who you are. Now, if
Mhm.
you'll excuse me, I'm about to get a full
That's
back piece of my
crazy.
grandma's face. There's literally no way my family wouldn't love that. Thank you all for watching this YouTube video, and now that you're all done, I'm excited to
Ah.
announce that I have a Funko Pop of
Funko Pop!
me. If that's something you're interested in, then you can head on over to my website and
sick.
you can get a signed Funko while supplies last. As always, thank you.
That was a dope ass video, not gonna lie. I'll put the video in the chat. Look at old Chatterino. Not the Chatterino, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that was a dope ass video. I love the odd ones out. Bro, he's at 20 mil? Damn. Hey, good for you, buddy. Big shout out to one odd one. Never mind. Fuck. Shout out to Odd Ones Out.